Alright guys, I'm at the launch of the facelifted Mercedes GLA 200. Right? It looks good, right? Amongst the Mercedes compact class, which consists of the A-Class, the CLA and the GLA. The GLA has always been my favorite because, I mean, back then I didn't have such a good impression on it until I drove it, because I find that it's very supple and the space is just usable, functional. Alright, the hood as well. Let's go and find out more about it. Let me turn you guys around. Wait, turn. Alright. Now, lighting could be not in the most favorable condition. Now, the first thing that they have updated is the headlamps. The headlamps are different. You know, look at Mercedes headlamps now, right? They have a lot of detailed designing going inside, right? Look at all these little dots and then the LED DRLs. I think they have sort of established their signature. Much like Audi and BMW, they all have their own signature, right? So, yeah, full LED headlamps, alright? Now, this is the GLA 200 Urban Line, okay? I mean, I don't know, this is called Urban Line, but there are no other line, but yeah. So, this part is different. As you look at that, that's the GLA 250. That has a more aggressive side intake. But this one has a fog lamp over here, okay? And I really like these guys. I mean, this is a new design that I haven't seen in Mercedes before. There is an inlet opening for the air intake. You can see a mosquito there. Right. Alright, so this is the GLA Urban Line. I think the front end looks good. This car looks very lifestyle, very fashionista, right? Now, I love the rims. This is the first time I've seen this rim design in a Mercedes. Just now when they were running the slideshows, right, I was like, hey, what rim is that? So this is new, 5-spoke, and then this makes it look all the more special because this part is matte black. Alright, even the materials is matte, it's not gloss, and all that. And this part is metal polish, so it looks very dynamic, looks very cool. Okay, some gloss black side mirror housing. That's the interior. I'm going to go through that later. I'm going to show you the rear light motifs now. That's the GLA 200. There is a rear diffuser here. Now the diffuser, right, here is a rough, like abrasive type plastic where it's anti-scratch, I would say. Can you see that? This part? Okay. So it's a combination of gloss black material here, and then this part is anti-scratch. So that's good. You know, imagine the whole thing is gloss black, right? It's gonna get scuffed up really bad. This part is satin chrome. Of course, this is not the exhaust tip. The exhaust tips are inside. Now, you guys might have always heard motoring journalists saying that, oh, that's a fake tip. But I tell you what, I prefer fake tips. Why? Because in a small rear end collision, you wouldn't want anyone to bend your exhaust tips. So it's better to hide them inside, and you can design anything you want out here. It's the best of both worlds, right? Look at the side. These are the side profiles. All these remains are the dynamic lines of the car. This line that blends in here runs across to the headlamp. Alright, so that's how that design detail. These are gloss black roof rails. They look gloss black, but when you touch it, it feels like matte black. So that's quite cool. It feels metal as well. Oh, this is anodized. Black color anodized finish roof rails. This is metal. This whole thing is metal, but it's anodized black. Alright, let's have a look inside. So that's the interior for the GLA 200. There is a combination material on the seats. This part is contrast stitching leather, and then this is high quality fabric. Alright, and I like the shape of the seats. Remember if you watch my Audi A4 video, right, I don't really like the seat design in that car because it looks so boring. But look at this one. The shape itself is the same as the AMG seats. It's just that the materials are different, the finishing is different. Alright, let's have a look inside. The seats are very hugging. Of course, this is entry, the compact. Oh, this is the compact class. Okay, oh, it's beeping, it's live. Now, this part is brushed aluminium finishing, so it feels really good to the touch. And I think I really like these aircon vents that Mercedes uses because it makes the car looks more modern, more dynamic. You know, it's not just the usual square grills with the fins going on inside. These guys, they look really cool. Don't you think so? Right? So just to turn them, to close them, open up, and then you can turn the direction. It's functional and it looks good at the same time. Alright, the steering wheel, this is standard steering wheel in the GLA 200. This part is anodized chrome finish. Or was it satin chrome? Yeah, same. Okay, the buttons all feel very high quality because Mercedes, I think they use a lot of these kind of metal coating, satin chrome coating on their buttons and all that. So it feels really nice to the touch. Everywhere you touch the car is lined with such materials. Okay, so they feel really good. This one has a single zone climate control. So this part is to control the air volume. This part will be the temperature. All the usual buttons are here. And this is what shows this is a compact class, because that's how wide the center console is. Okay, you can fit one cup here. You see, even here, they put a little satin chrome metal plate thing there, but it makes it look more elegant, right? That's what it does. And is this adjustable? Removable? Nope. But you can slot cards here, your other bottles here. Okay, this is the simple command system. So it only has like a back button, you know, customize button and a back button. So you can do your selection, press, you know, and all that, move it around. Inside here you will find 2 USB ports, which is very handy. Okay, like I said again, now all these center console compartments no longer need to hold CDs, so they don't need to make them fit CDs anyway. Okay, there are no rear aircon vents, but like I said, cars of this segment, compact cars, you don't need a rear aircon vent actually. Okay, so that's the front seat. Let's go to the back. Why don't I leave some for the... Okay. Alright. Now, look at the back here. It was a hole in front, right? But here they just... You know, Mercedes is damn good at doing all these little details. And then there's an ambient lighting going on in there. So you can see my hand. So ambient lighting actually comes out from the seats. See, these are the little details that makes the car feel special to the owner. It's like, wow! You know, you constantly surprise people with certain things. There's a little, you see? The ambient lighting is here as well. This is leather stitch, contrast stitching. And then there's another satin chrome metal plate here. So it feels good when you're in the car, alright? I'm not sure if you can see me. Because lighting is very poor. This is a club. I have about a palm of headroom. Yes, a palm of headroom. 4 fingers lah. And then I have about 2 fingers of knee room. And it helps when this is sculpted that way. And then I can slot my feet underneath. Alright? What about the middle? The middle might be... Of course, it's a little bit tighter, right? Because it's not a big car. But the center tunnel is not big. So it's very easy to move my feet across. See that? It's very easy because the center tunnel is not high at all. Here, there's an armrest. Now, in this segment with an armrest is quite rare. Most of the time when a compact class, right, you don't even get an armrest in the middle. Okay? So, there you go, the cup holders. Yep. It feels alright. The whole car is cool. Yep, that's the GLA 200. It starts at 238,000 because this is still CBU, alright? It's not CKD. Okay. Yep, and that's the boot. Hey, power boot. Power boot, right? And for a compact hatch like this, right, to have power boot is quite rare actually. And this car actually has automatic braking, alright? The automatic brake assist or something like that. So you wouldn't run into the car in front of you because when it detects it's too near, it would brake on behalf. Okay? The boot is quite sizable for a compact hatch like that. It's way larger than the other cars in this segment, okay? So there's a big compartment underneath as well. And nowadays, Mercedes, they all come with this very handy basket, which magically transforms. Not very, how do I put this? If you're one-handed like me, then it's hard. But basically you just flip it and then it will turn into a box. You press this down to be the side walls, and then it's a box. It's a basket for you to hold your pasar groceries. Alright? So yeah, that's the GLA 200. I'll give you a more thorough walk around. Alright, that's the GLA 200 Urban Line. Yep.